The iPhone 17 Pro has been leaked in public, so get that popcorn ready and let's take a look at what really happened. And you know what else happened? Our stunning July wallpaper packs. We've had 9 beautiful packs made by our designers, out of which my favorite ones were Summer Spirit by Walrod, Gradient Glow by Arif, and Glossy Gravity by Michael. Just take a look at how amazing these look. You can apply these exact wallpapers for free on all of your devices in 1x1 8K. That's the highest resolution you can find in any wallpaper app by using the link below, or by searching for wallpapers in the App Store or Play Store. Right, so it all starts with this leaked photo of a person wearing reflective sunglasses, allegedly an Apple engineer, holding what appears to be an iPhone 17 Pro inside a thick black case, likely meant to conceal its true design. He's also holding an iPhone 16 Pro with a sticker possibly covering a trackable code, often used on Apple's test units. This mystery iPhone shows circular cutouts in the top right corner, possibly for the flash and LiDAR scanner, all of which matches with the previous leaks of the new rectangular camera bump. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman commented on X that, quote, "This looks legit." Now, I'm not sure if he was being sarcastic or not, but since that back design does add up with all the previous rumors and leaks, I would say there's a very high chance that this is indeed legit. Adding to the speculation, leaker Skyfox also claimed that the person next to the iPhone was Apple's own security trying to block the iPhone from view and preventing further photos of the device being taken. By the way, the photos were allegedly taken in San Francisco's Union Square. But okay, how does this all happen? Well, there have been no further details as to how this incident really happened, but generally, Apple begins public field testing of new iPhone prototypes about 3 to 6 months before launch. This usually happens in discreet ways, like employees using the device in special cases to hide their design. As a rough timeline, 6 months before launch, we have the EVT stage, or the engineering validation tests. This is when the internal prototypes are available. Then 3 to 4 months before launch, we have the DVT, or the design validation tests. This is where devices start appearing in controlled public environments, like Apple Park, or occasionally spotted in the wild, often in camouflaged cases like this one. And then 2 to 3 months before launch, we have the final testing phases. So carrier testing, regulatory certifications like the FCC in the US to begin with. And then, of course, the launch is typically in September. So if an iPhone is launching in September, you can expect public sightings and field testing to begin around May to July. And this is exactly what happened here, with these photos being taken in late July, so roughly about a week ago. My guess is that this was an Apple employee testing the new camera in a real-world scenario, hence why he also had an iPhone 16 Pro next to it to compare. Now, we actually see these types of leaks happen almost every year, with some of the most notable ones being the iPhone X leaked by an Apple engineer's daughter while they were having lunch at the Apple campus, if any of you remember this. Or the iPhone 7 Plus that was seen in public being used by the Taiwanese pop star Jimmy Lin, or even the iPhone 6, which leaked over a month ahead of the launch by the same person. Yeah, I don't think Jimmy's getting any more units after that. But the biggest leak, of course, was the iPhone 4 prototype that was left at a bar. This was one of the most infamous incidents in tech history, after Apple engineer Gray Powell accidentally left the prototype in a bar. Of course, Steve Jobs was very furious when he found out about this. Someone found the device and ended up selling it to Gizmodo for $5,000, which set off a media firestorm. And even though the iPhone had been remotely erased, the damage was already done, with the hardware being fully leaked inside out. And on April 19, 2010, over a month before the iPhone 4's official debut, Gizmodo published a hands-on report. Although disguised as an iPhone 3GS, a teardown revealed a thinner, more squared-off design, and a larger battery, confirming a major redesign. The controversy didn't end with this leak. Some questioned whether Gizmodo had broken the law, but it was Apple's response that grabbed the headlines, as just a week later, police raided Gizmodo editor Jason Chen's home, seizing the device alongside his computers and hard drives. But back to the iPhone 17 Pro. From the photos, we can clearly see the design of the camera bump, which is very similar to the leaks that we already had and covered in our previous videos. We can see the triple 48 megapixel camera setup with the LiDAR and the flash on the right side of the camera bump. Oh, and Apple may be using a new 48 megapixel telephoto camera, marking the first time an iPhone has ever had a triple 48 megapixel setup. It may also finally be able to record 8K video, And according to some even newer leaks, that new telephoto may be getting an upgrade that's more than just that 48 megapixel resolution bump, but more about the actual camera leaks in our next video. So do subscribe to not miss that. And about the actual design, I'm still not a fan of it, especially since we're also expected to get that weird MagSafe wallet-like patch on the back. But hey, at least it is a new design, one that's different. As you see, the current back layout has barely even changed since the iPhone 11 Pro in 2019. Aside from the camera bump getting bigger and thicker each year, it's been more of the same. At a glance, it's hard to tell a 13 Pro from a 12 Pro or a 16 Pro from the back. But what do you guys think of this new back design? Drop a like if you like it, or even if you don't, as it does help the algorithm. Now, another interesting detail is that while Apple has been incredibly consistent, some may say even way too predictable when it comes to the iPhone's back design, this year they're doing the complete opposite, introducing some major inconsistencies. To put things into perspective, in the past we've had two clear lineups, the Pro and the non-Pro. The Pro models had a triple lens camera setup. The standard models had two cameras, and each came in two sizes, a regular and a Plus or Max version. But with the iPhone 17 lineup, things are changing. The regular iPhone 17 will look identical to the 16, aside from some new colors. More on that later. Then, the 16 Plus is being replaced by the new iPhone 17 Air, which will feature a completely different back design with only one camera, whilst also being much thinner. And then the Pro models are getting a back redesign. So, in total, we may have 3 distinct back designs across the iPhone 17 lineup, and even 4 if you count the rumored iPhone 17e, expected to launch next year. And according to Majin Buu and Sonny Dixon, the Apple logo could also be positioned further down to keep it visible through some updated MagSafe cases, designed to accommodate the new layout. While another leaker that mentioned the new telephoto camera upgrades has also mentioned that the Apple logo will indeed be centered on the lower part of the phone. But again, that's yet another inconsistency. The Pros may have the logo centered to the bottom portion of the iPhone, while the vanilla 17 and 17 Air are set to have the logo in the center. Not even to mention that the Pro models are also set to come with this MagSafe wallet-like glass patch, which the Apple logo would then be aligned with. Once again, differentiating these 3 designs even more. What I'm actually curious about is how the new Rare layout will affect the MagSafe accessories. With a much larger horizontal camera bump, some accessories might not sit flush anymore. Apple is reportedly addressing this by shifting the MagSafe magnets slightly lower. Speaking of MagSafe, we may finally see some upgraded reverse wireless charging on the new iPhone 17 Pros. And I'm saying upgraded because, fun fact, every single iPhone with MagSafe, so iPhone 12 and newer, has had reverse wireless charging since 2020. However, it would only work to charge the official MagSafe battery pack while the phone was also being charged. According to Setsuna Digital, Apple is testing 7.5 watt reverse wireless charging. It's unclear whether this will be limited to the Pro models or available across the iPhone 17 lineup. My guess? Just the Pro models. Hence that strange glass patch, which might help users know where to place their accessories. I would love to see true reverse wireless charging on the iPhone, something that Android phones have had for years now. While it's not ideal for fully charging another phone, it could still give someone a small boost in a pinch. And being able to charge my Apple Watch or AirPods on the go would be great, especially AirPods as they do charge super quick. And finally, we've got the leaked colors. Multiple sources, including Majin Buu and Sonny Dixon, suggest that these could be the iPhone 17 lineup colors. For the standard iPhone 17, we're expecting the usual white and black, plus 4 color options: steel gray, green, purple, and light blue. The last iPhone with 6 colors was the iPhone 14, so it's nice to see more variety again. Then, the iPhone 17 Air may come in white and black too, but only with 2 extra colors, light blue and light gold, different from the vanilla 17, so even more inconsistencies. As for the Pros, likely black, white, gray, dark blue, so maybe similar to the Fold 7, and a copper-like gold, supposedly confirmed by the same tipster who leaked the telephoto camera, although that is still unverified. Now, we do have some more leaks about the camera, the battery, and a few other juicy details, but we'll cover those in the next video next week. So make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on that. And yeah, also check out our app wallpapers for some awesome designs like this one behind me. I'm Daniel, this is ZONEofTECH, and I'll see you guys in the next one. ZONEofTECH, signing out. Cheers.